100 Motivational Quotes about Hope. A man full of hope will be full of action. Hope is faith in the future tense. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Only in the darkness can you see the stars. Hope is grief's best music.
To all the living there is hope, for a living dog is better than a dead lion. The past is a source of knowledge, and the future is a source of hope. Love of the past implies faith in the future. It is characteristic of genius to be hopeful and aspiring. The very least you can do in your life is figure out what you hope for, and the most you can do is live inside that hope. Not admire it from a distance, but live right in it, under its roof. Hope is the foundation of patience. When hope animates us, there is a vigor in the whole body. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. When you have lost hope, you have lost everything. And when you think all is lost, when all is dire and bleak, there is always hope. Hope means expectancy, and things are otherwise hopeless. However bad life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. Where there's life, there's hope. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. The road that is built in hope is more pleasant to the traveler than the road built in despair, even though they both lead to the same destination. We have always held to the hope, the belief, the conviction that there is a better life, a better world, beyond the horizon. When you stop hoping, you are on the vestibule of hell, for there is no hope there. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Hope lies in dreams, in imagination, and in the courage of those who dare to make dreams into reality. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. We need never be hopeless, because we can never be irreparably broken. Hope is being able to see that there is light, despite all of the darkness. If it were not for hopes, the heart would break. Great hopes make great men. Hope is important because it can make the present moment less difficult to bear. If we believe that tomorrow will be better, we can bear a hardship today. Hope is important because it can make the present moment less difficult to bear. If we believe that tomorrow will be better, we can bear a hardship today. Thich Nhat Hanh. Let your hopes, not your hurts, shape your future. Let your hopes, not your hurts, shape your future. There is some good in this world, and it's worth fighting for. This new day is too dear, with its hopes and invitations, to waste a moment on the yesterdays. If we will be quiet and ready enough, we shall find compensation in every disappointment. Hope is itself a species of happiness, and, perhaps, the chief happiness which this world affords. Hope teaches endurance and an eager anticipation of that which will become reality. Once you choose hope, anything's possible. Children are the world's most valuable resource, and its best hope for the future. We should not let our fears hold us back from pursuing our hopes. He who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. In fact, hope is best gained after defeat and failure, because then inner strength and toughness is produced.
Hope means expectancy when things are otherwise hopeless. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. When hope animates us, there is a vigor in the whole body. Neither should a ship rely on one small anchor, nor should life rest on a single hope. The nearer to heaven in hopes, the farther from earth in desires. A strong mind always hopes, and has always cause to hope. Remember, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. The world needs less heat and more light. It needs less of the heat of anger, revenge, retaliation, and more of the light of ideas, faith, courage, aspiration, joy, love, and hope. Never lose hope. Storms make people stronger and never last forever. At first we hope too much, later on, not enough.
Hope is a waking dream. Our fear must save our hope from swelling into presumption, and our hope must save our fear from sinking into despair. We dream to give ourselves hope. To stop dreaming, well, that's like saying you can never change your fate. Hope is not an emotion, it's a way of thinking or a cognitive process. The best bridge between despair and hope is a good night's sleep. All kids need is a little help, a little hope, and somebody who believes in them. And thou shalt be secure because there is hope. Hope is the pillar that holds up the world. Hope is the dream of a waking man. Hope is the companion of power and mother of success, for whoso hopes strongly has within him the gift of miracles. Without hope, men are only half alive. With hope, they dream and think and work. As long as we have hope, we have direction, the energy to move, and the map to move by. All human wisdom is summed up into words: wait and hope. Courage is like love, it must have hope for nourishment. A leader is a dealer of hope. A positive statement propels hope toward a better future. It builds up your faith and that of others, and it promotes change. To hear the phrase, "our only hope," always makes one anxious, because it means that if the only hope doesn't work, there is nothing left. I find hope in the darkest of days, and focus in the brightest. I do not judge the universe. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. It is the first purpose of hope to make hopelessness bearable. Everything that is done in this world is done by hope. Just as despair can come to one only from other human beings, hope, too, can be given to one only by other human beings. Hope is outreaching desire with expectancy of good. It is a characteristic of all living beings. They say a person needs just 3 things to be truly happy in this world: someone to love, something to do, and something to hope for. I am prepared for the worst, but hope for the best. Love recognizes no barriers. It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope. Hope teaches endurance and an eager anticipation of that which will become reality. It's amazing how a little tomorrow can make up for a whole lot of yesterday. The future belongs to those who belong to God. This is hope. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. The very existence of libraries affords the best evidence that we may yet have hope for the future of man. When we love, we always strive to become better than we are. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. You swim for new horizons until you have courage to lose sight of the shore. He who does not hope to win has already lost. Never deprive someone of hope, it may be all they have. Never give up, have hope, expect only the best from life and take action to get it. Hope and patience are 2 sovereign remedies for all, the surest reposals, the softest cushions to lean on in adversity. Never give out while there is hope, but hope not beyond reason, for that shows more desire than judgment. It's always something to know you've done the most you could, but don't leave off hoping, or it's of no use doing anything. Hope to the last. Strange as it may seem, I still hope for the best, even though the best, like an interesting piece of mail, so rarely arrives, and even when it does, it can be lost so easily. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Hope is not an emotion, it's a way of thinking or a cognitive process. When you're at the end of your rope, tie a knot and hold on. What seems to us as bitter trials are often blessings in disguise. Hope is the last thing ever lost. But I know, somehow, that only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. It's really a wonder that I haven't dropped all my ideals, because they seem so absurd and impossible to carry out. Yet I keep them, because in spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart. The things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone, but the things you do for others remain as your legacy. Take hope from the heart of man and you make him a beast of prey. In all pleasure, hope is a considerable part. Our greatest good, and what we least can spare, is hope.